Before I start this video, I would like to say that this was entirely unscripted, so enjoy my app session. Hello everyone, it's me, Mooney Draws, and I just want to say really quickly before we start this video, thank you so much for over 300 subscribers. I honestly never thought that I would make that much in less than a year, but hey, I guess time flies when you got a lot of good videos. Anyways, to celebrate 300 subs, I've decided that for today's video, I'm going to be ranking every single character in Five Nights at Frickbear's 3 based on their difficulty in the game. So without further ado, let's get started. Now, all the way at the bottom of these animatronics, being number 20, would have to be none other than Endo 02, as Endo 02's mechanic in the game is to not have his light flashed at and you'll be fine. However, what happens with that is basically you just do nothing and then he just leaves. So like pretty much he's a freebie. Like if you collect him for salvaging, like you just get an easy night. Now, number 19 on this list would definitely have to be a character like Marionette, simply just because of the fact that unlike the other games where you have to physically wind up the music box, all you have to do in this game is just press a button, and then they leave you alone, which, let's be honest, it's pretty easy to press a button. Now, number 18 on this list would also have to be another character that pretty much has nothing that you need to do for, that being Mangle. Now, Mangle's mechanic in this game is just to make sure that you don't stay on the camera that they spawn on for too long. So as long as you are just like not on the cameras and you just like, make sure that you avoid Mangle's camera the majority of the time, then you should be golden as far as that's concerned. And now we move on to number 17 and 16, those characters being Balloon Boy and JJ. Now the reason why I put Balloon Boy below JJ is because Balloon Boy, when he gets into your office, he will disable your flashlights. However, when JJ gets in, she disables your doors, and in my opinion, doors are a lot more useful in most FNAF games. So yeah, that pretty much clears my explanation. Next up on the list is number 15, being I don't know how to say that, but we'll just call him Shadow Bonnie. So basically, Shadow Bonnie's mechanic in this game is basically just where you have to flash your light at him, and then he'll almost instantly go away. So yeah, it's pretty safe to say this is an easy mechanic to avoid. Now, number 40 on this list is Withered Foxy, which he does the same thing as Shadow Bonnie, although the only difference is that Withered Foxy takes longer to go away, which is why he's ranked higher than Shadow Bonnie. Now for numbers 13 and 12, that being Bonnie and Chica. The main reason why I put them low is just because like the doors aren't necessarily even like a big thing to worry about in this game. I mean, sure, it affects like 5 different animatronics, but still, it's really not that big of a deal. There's like a lot more things you're worrying about besides just the doors in this game. And now we're moving on to number 11, which is quite the fan favorite, Foxy. Regular, not toy, not withered, not even the Endo, just regular Foxy. And he does the same thing that he would do in pretty much any other fan game or regular game of FNAF. Just watch him. If you don't watch him, he runs to your office. Now, I rank him here like almost like halfway through, mainly because of the fact that some people can like easily forget that Pirate Cove is a thing. And now we are halfway through. Now, for number 10 on this list, I personally would have to say that the next one would be Freddy Fazbear. And the reason why I say this is because Freddy, out of all of them, actually has like the most interesting mechanic where he can switch to both doors whenever. And another thing is that, like, since there's no door lights, you can actually see the animatronic eyes popping through the doorway. But with Freddy, you don't see that, and you actually have to look at the camera to see which door he's at, otherwise you, die. So yeah, it's pretty safe to say that Freddy is a bit of a trickster. Number 9 on the list is Springtrap. The main reason why I say that Springtrap is a big deal is because he is also another one of the door animatronics, although unlike the other ones, he doesn't leave when he gets to the door, so he pretty much just drains your power for the whole night. Although there is a way to slow him down, and that's just by flashing your light at him when he's on the camera system. Although personally, I don't know which camera he's on in the camera system, so like that's just up for you to figure out. Sorry. And now we move on to number 8. And that being Toy Freddy. The reason why I say that Toy Freddy is a big deal is because his ability is where you have to beat the high score that he has on a certain arcade game in the minigame section. Now, depending on what game you pick will depend on, like, you know, the difficulty and how easy it is, like, you know, to beat him. But personally, if you do things like Minesweeper, I don't think that I'm going to be able to do it because I genuinely don't understand the concept of Minesweeper. So I just do like the Chica's Feeding Frenzy one. That one's easy for me. And now we move on to the last couple event animatronics, that being Toy Bonnie and Withered Chica, which will both be number 7 and number 6. The reason why I rank them this high is because you can sometimes forget about the event animatronics, especially if they're not like Balloon Boy and JJ. And also, unlike Balloon Boy and JJ, these animatronics have different audio cues, so like it's harder to tell which is which if you don't know what the audio cue is. So yeah. Now the next character that I would say is like easy to deal with is number 5, Golden Freddy. Now the reason why I rank him higher than I probably should is because unlike the other games where you can use both the monitor and the Freddy mask to get rid of him, in this game you can only use the Freddy mask, so it would definitely be a new adjustment to certain players. So yeah. Woohoo, number 4, that one being Withered Bonnie. Now, Withered Bonnie pretty much just has the same mechanic as an Ultimate Custom Night, that being where he could randomly appear in your office and you gotta put on the Freddy head in order to, like, you know, that it can make him leave you alone. And the reason why I think that this one should be high is mainly just because of the fact that some people will just like hear it and then wax it and then they take a long time just to put the Freddy mask back on. So like it really just depends on like how prepared you are in order to, like, you know, stop Withered Bonnie. But if you're prepared as hell, then you should have a fairly easy time dealing with him. And now we move on to number 3 on this list, number 3 being Toy Chica. Now the main reason why I say that Toy Chica is one of the higher ones is mainly because of the fact that her ability is to have a cupcake spy on you, and you have to tap on it just like you tap on Helpy in Ultimate Custom Night. Now the reason why I say this is high is because the cupcake doesn't stay in the same spot whenever it appears in your office. It moves in several different locations that you need to keep track of. So yeah, I'd say that it gets pretty annoying and it can get you off guard pretty quickly. So with that, Toy Chica will be getting the bronze medal of this video. And now we move on to number 2, Withered Freddy, who will be getting the silver medal. Now the reason why I say that Withered Freddy is one of the second to hardest characters to deal with is mainly because of the fact that this character will move from either side of the office and will continue to pursue you for the rest of the night. So pretty much, let's say that he starts on the left hallway of your office, like, you know, window. If he starts out from the left, then he will make his way to the right and close it on the right door. And then he'll do the same thing going from the right side to the left side. And then this cycle will just repeat until it's 6 AM, which not only can drain your power really fast if you're not careful, but it gets really freaking annoying. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, the animatronic that will get none other than the gold medal of this video, number 1, Shadow Freddy. Now, hear me out. Shadow Freddy's ability in this game is once he spawns into your office, he will make your office extremely dark. Now, mind you, he only does this once, so you only have to deal with this problem like once throughout the night. However, the problem with this ability is that you quite literally cannot see anything. You can't see anything on the cameras, and your only source to actually see stuff is the flashlight, which, mind you, the flashlight's batteries can be taken, and the flashlight also needs characters that need the flashlight to be dealt with. So it's safe to say that this ability just like debunks everything this game was meant for and maxes out its difficulty by like 100. And with that, we have finally ranked all 20 animatronics in the demo of Five Nights at Frickbear's 3. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and also share with your friends and family. And hit the notification bell so you never miss any videos that I make. And also, thanks again for 300 subscribers. I know this is late, but hey, it's better late than never. Anyways, this is Mooney Draws, now signing off.